Hey, my name is Cesar Clavijo. I'm a photography major and I'm going to be showing you how to use macros to shift data over. Alright, now the first thing we're going to want to do is open up our Excel sheet. I already have it done. Now you can see the two different data tables here. What we're going to want to do is first shift the data over onto this table right here in just one click. So to do that, we're going to have to record a macro. So the first thing you're going to want to do is head on over to the View tab and go under Macros and click Record Macro. You could go ahead and name it anything you like. I'm going to name mine Macro Table. And as for a shortcut key, you can make that anything you like as well. Just to make it easy, I'm going to make it Control-Shift-C. Now the macro is recording. So the first thing we're going to want to do is select all of the data over. I'm clicking Control-C, the copy, and then Control-V to paste. And that is it. Click Stop Recording, and the first macro is already done. Now just to see if it works, I'm going to go ahead and delete this. I'm going to click Control-Shift-C, and it successfully moved all the data over in one click of a button. Now the next step we're going to want to do is move all of the yellow data counterclockwise and all of the blue data clockwise. So to first do that, we're going to need to record another macro. We're going to name this Macro Shift, and for my shortcut key, I'm going to make it Control-Shift-S. Alright, now it's recording. So the first step we're going to want to do is select the A, head on over to the Home tab, go to Insert Cells, and we're going to want to shift those cells down. Now we're going to stay on the same empty white space now, go to Delete Cells, Shift Cells left. And we're going to keep moving each data over until it's exactly where we want it. Now we're going to click on this empty space right above the 7, go to Delete Cells again, Shift Cells up. Now from here, we're going to want to click on the N, not the F, because if we click on the F, it'll shift everything over, and that's not in the correct order that it's in. So we're going to click on the N, go to Insert Cells, Shift Cells right. Now we need to move the G over to this empty space right here where it's supposed to be. So to do that, we're going to right click, cut, and then we're going to click Control-V to paste that over. And we have successfully moved all of the yellow data counterclockwise. Now we need to do that to the blue data. So we're going to click on the I, we're going to go over to Insert Cells, Shift Cells right, and it's going to start moving things over, but don't worry about that. On the same empty yellow space, we're going to go to Delete Cells. I'm going to shift those cells up. Now to move the G back to where it's supposed to be, you're going to click on the G, go to Insert Cells, Shift Cells down. Now we need to move the T in this empty space over, so we're going to click on the empty blue space right there, Delete Cells, Shift Cells left. Now we need to move the equal sign back to where it was again, so we're going to head on over to Insert Cells, Shift Cells right, and then we're going to need to move the 1, the 2, and the 3 back down. So we're going to click on the 1, we're going to go to Delete Cells, my bad, we're going to click on Insert, and we're going to want to shift those cells down. Now we're going to need to move this back to where it was, so we're going to click on the empty blue space, head on over to Delete, we're going to want to shift those cells up. Now the last things we need to do is move the question mark over to here and the 8 back to where it was. So to move the question mark over, it'll be the same step as the G. We're going to want to right click, cut, from here click Control-V, and it has successfully moved that over. Now we just need to click on the empty white space, Delete Cells, Shift Cells left, and there we have successfully rotated all of the data over. Now we're going to go back over to the View tab, Macros, and you're going to want to stop recording. Now just to make sure that everything worked out alright, I'm going to delete all the data again, and I'm going to do Control-Shift-C just to see that it moved all of the data over at first. That's the first macro. Now to test the second one, we're going to do Control-Shift-S once, and as you can see, it has moved all of the data over in just one click of a button. I'm going to run it 2 more times. And from there, as you can see, it's going to keep shifting all of the data while keeping the white data exactly where it was and moving the blue clockwise and the yellow counterclockwise. Thank you.